To start over again. Sorry about that. But Daelen, they're ready, so just rock with it. You know the vibes already.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Look at the phone making noise like this.
What story that for me now, bye. Accept my sorry.
All right. So good night, everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Sorry about that. So we're back and we have none other than Daelen Fadelle with us, young entrepreneur out of, what does he say, Waterloo?
I'm in Waterloo, yeah.
Waterloo, Canada, or how do you say Canada? Canada. Yeah. So how was your day today? Daelen?
It was good actually. I told you already. I took the day off. I went to the gym this morning. I made some lunch, and now I'm here. So a very, very chill day. Really can't complain.
I wish I could go to the gym in the morning.
Well, I went kind of like in the afternoon, so not quite the morning. I don't think I could wake up that early yet.
So we'd like to thank you for agreeing to be a guest on TIng.
Thank you.
And we hope you are prepared. We're not gonna quiz you, it's just gonna be a nice conversation, discussion. But before we get into that, we just want to let you guys know that we have some new merch. As you could see, Dwayne is currently wearing our latest design. I'm not.
Yes,
my apologies. But check out the store.
We saw it
the link will be posted in the chats both on Facebook and YouTube. And you could go on there and support the movement, get some nice merch. It's getting cold, so you could get some nice warm hoodies.
Some hoodies and thing, see that?
Some with the hoodies, some just a sweater if you want a t-shirt. If you're back home in Dominica, weather is always nice and warm. You could get t-shirts, you could get vests, you could get mugs, cups, phone cases. If you want any sort of merch that you want, we have it. So check out our merch store. The link is posted in the chat. So here we go.
So before you guys tune in and tune out, we have a special offer at the end of the episode.
Tune away.
And matter of fact, I should not tell all you when all you getting it. So matter of fact, you don't know when all you're gonna get it. We might just drop it in the middle. It don't matter.
And you don't know what it is too, so you'll have to tag your friends.
Special offer at the end of the episode. All right. So Daelen, how many of these interview type things have you done? I don't think I've seen you on any of these kind of platforms before.
This is my first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically this is an exclusive then.
Basically, yeah. I've never done any interviews DFB related, that is.
Okay.
So yeah, this is my first one, and it's very fitting, I think, that it's with a Dominican talk show. I guess I can call it a talk show. Because my brand everything is based on Dominica, from like the name to like why I picked the ingredients and like just everything. So I think it's very fitting.
Okay. So
go ahead.
We ask our guests that question. So who is Daelen?
Okay, so I am Daelen. I grew up in Dominica. I grew up in Goodwill. I know you'll ask who like my parents. My mother is Jennifer Fadelle. According to who you may ask, they might say Ma Fadelle. My father is Michael Fadelle. A lot of people know my mom because she's very big in like the I guess entertainment industry. Like she does a lot of events and stuff like that back home, major florist. And then my dad like worked for the government and stuff. Still does. I went to convent prep for primary school, and then I did first form and second form at Convent High, and then I transferred to Orion, which is where Sorry?
My sister went there.
Oh, really? Who's your sister?
Tamika Jude. She didn't stay the whole time, but she was there for a couple years.
I wonder if it was the same time as me, because I was there like 2009 to 2013.
No, that was before that.
That
was before that, yeah.
Yeah. But that's where I learned that I really enjoyed business. I remember for POB, right? There was POA, POB. There was no way I was doing POA, which is Principles of Accounting. So POB, Principles of Business, I remember like I wasn't really doing that well in that class. And then we had a test coming up and I was like, let me just study for that one test. Let me just see. Because usually I get like 60s, 70s. And I was like, let me just study. And I got like a 90. So I was like, oh, that shit's easy. So ever since then, I realized like how easy it was. I really enjoyed doing business from that one class I took. Graduated high school in 2013. So that's like what, June, July. And then in October, I moved to Canada. So I was 18 at that time. And I went to boarding school as well. The same one as my brothers. So yeah.
Who are your
and
brothers?
I've been in Canada since. Sorry?
I know your brother. I know your brothers, huh?
Yeah, I think you do. He was actually on here a couple of weeks ago. Daniel, that's my eldest brother. I have 3 older brothers. I'm the youngest of 4 and the only girl. So yeah, by the time they all went to the same school. So by the time it was time for me to go, I was like ready, very excited. Yeah, and actually today is the 13th of October, which today is the day I started high school in Canada. So I've been here officially 8 years today.
Oh wow!
Don't you have a brother who was a very popular DJ?
Daniel? Yep.
Yeah. and she have a brother that was in that famous YouTube skit, man.
Oh yeah.
Dominica's Most Wanted.
Dominica's Most Wanted.
Actually, just the other day I was watching that. It's still funny to this day.
It's still on YouTube?
Yeah. You have to look for it. Like, I had to dig for it to find it because it doesn't.
Oh man, I gotta have to look for that.
Just search Dominica's Most Wanted, I guess.
Yeah. So Daelen, you said you moved to Canada at 18.
Mm-hmm.
And was that always in the plan? Was that, sort of like, kind of following your brother's footsteps? Or?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all dual citizens, my brothers and I think that was intentional, just to make it a lot easier for us to be able to come to school here to like avoid those international fees and stuff,
right?
Which is crazy because like just to compare, like my program per semester would be like about 3,000 Canadian, sometimes 5, depending on how many classes you take. The same program for an international person would be like 20 grand.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I can attest to that as an international student too.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. So with that now, you said you kind of picked up an interest in business when you was thinking it. You kind of lackadaisical in school and laissez-faire, right? And then you realize that, hey, this is something that I actually might be good at.
Yeah.
But what I do know, right, is running businesses and owning your own stuff kind of runs in your family. So was that something that you guys were encouraged to do at a young age by your parents?
Yeah, because my mom had her own business, it was very much just like normal to me. So like my mom had her business and my father would always help her, even though like he had like his, day job, 9 to 5, whatever. And I would always go and help my mother with these jobs. Like I remember being like 7, 8, 9, being with her at like 4 young to like 3 o'clock in the morning, helping her decorate, doing stuff, or just like watching her, right? But my parents always just kind of gave us the freedom to do what we wanted. Obviously, if it made sense and if it was like, like something good to do. They always encouraged us. They always gave us the freedom to kind of like follow whatever we wanted to do. They never like made us feel bad, even down to like picking what we're doing at school. They were like, yeah, just as long as you go to school, you get your education, you take it seriously. They were happy. Yeah.
So with that experience and that pretty much it's in your family, to own a business or to run a business. And then you taking some business classes and realizing how easy it was.
Mm-hmm.
What led you to going down the alley or the roadway of your business being centered around beauty products? And I clearly we didn't say makeup.
Yeah.
Because it's not just makeup, it's beauty products.
Yeah.
Which is what you do right now. So what led you around that, that path?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I have 3 older brothers, right? So there's only so much WWE I could watch, Xbox I could watch, you know what I mean? So I feel like I needed an escape, right? And I remember I would like every morning my mother would always put on red lipstick, and I was like, oh, that's, that's cute. Like even to this day, like she probably won't leave the house unless she has on red lipstick. So I think it's just like needing an escape, being like the only girl, the youngest, and like it kind of made me be creative. All my brothers are very musically inclined. I am not. So I feel like that again was like another way for me to like express whatever it was
Right.
I wanted to. And I don't know if you remember, but like years ago, like I want to say 2008, 2009, the whole photography, videography thing was really big back home, like big in Dominica, like modeling, whatever. And then I kind of like I would like always record for myself, like me doing my makeup and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of like started there. I remember my first makeup like set was from Dr. Rhonda McIntyre. I think I was in grade 3 or something like that. And I would bring it to convent prep with me all the time. So literally from as long as I could remember, I've like really been into makeup.
Okay.
So you would consider yourself a makeup artist as well?
I definitely, yeah. So makeup artist first, and then I would say entrepreneur after.
Okay. So you did mention makeup. So I'll ask you one question. What does makeup mean to a woman?
Ooh. See, that's
Or what or in your opinion, what do you think makeup means?
What does it mean to you?
To you?
To me, makeup is honestly just fun. Like I work at Sephora right now, right? And everyone's like, oh, you're the expert. What do you think? And I say it's up to you. Like makeup is whatever you want it to be. I may think something looks good, but you may think it looks like shit, right? So and vice versa. So for me, makeup is more of just like I don't want to sound too deep and say it's an expression, because like obviously it has to look nice for a certain kind of thing, but it really is an expression when you think about it. Like if you want to have black eyeshadow one day, you can. If you want to look goth or like a fair glitter all over your face, you can. So it's really just like an extension of your personality. But my personal style is more like accentuating the beauty you already have and not trying to like change or morph what you're like what you're born with.
What do you say? What do you say to guys who say that makeup is a lie?
Well, it's not for them, so it really matters.
Well, not for them, so for you putting it there.
But I feel like if I'm spending hundreds, thousands of dollars on makeup, it's not really for somebody's approval. It's for me. It's whatever I feel comfortable with. Because I'm not having 100 people watch me do my makeup. It's me that have to look in the mirror. So get over it.
So there's fun in the process then.
There
there's
is
fun
there is. And I would say like with the rise of like the beauty, like for example on YouTube, it's like YouTube and like e-commerce actually. It's beauty is the biggest sector of it, I would say. And you like it's so obvious that makeup and beauty in general is just such like a big part of everyone's lives. And yeah, like
so I'm gonna deviate a little bit from one of the questions that we have there, but seeing that you said that makeup is something that pretty much just adds to what already exists, and recently we had the whole talk about Facebook and what happens where basically Instagram kind of drives women to look at themselves differently. And what do you have to say, or what would you say to any woman out there who is a victim of social media and thinking that, hey, I have to look this way if I have to attract this person, or what would you say to that woman or that girl?
Get off social media. Like I love consuming, like I love Instagram, I love TikTok especially, but it's like everything on there is fake, you know what I mean? Everything is edited. And even like, for example, on Instagram, they have reels, highlight reels. Like it's just people show you what they want to show you. And
people show you the good part of their life.
Exactly. Like people show you what they want to show you. And I understand like the whole, societal pressures and like beauty standards and stuff like that. But that has to do more of like yourself. Like you have to just kind of have self-love and like think that you're worth it. Like no amount of makeup, beauty products, dyeing your like nothing like that is going to make you truly love yourself. if you don't love yourself in your natural form. So
we don't want to hit it on the women too much. I mean, as far as we know, you also have products. You know, your products are designed for both men and women, correct?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So what brought about the need? I mean, opening a business or starting a business most of the time will come from kind of, you know, you seeing a lack of something, or
Exactly.
you know, you trying to fill sort of like a market that you didn't think was there. So what was that moment for you, or what kind of drove you towards that?
So actually, I launched DFP last year, 2020 in June, but really actually that was like my second launch, because I wanted to initially launch in 2018, but I was still in school and I had other things doing, so like it just really never happened. But I remember when I was in Dominica doing makeup in Dominica in like 2012, 2013, I would buy the lighter shade of foundation and the darker shade of foundation, and I would mix them to try to find like the perfect match. And like I would mix like 3 different lipsticks to find something that like suited like a nude lip color for like a darker skin person. So I was like, in 2018, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make lip glosses, and then they're going to be like universally flattering. So that's what it started as. They were so ugly. I'm really happy that didn't like I'm really happy that I didn't do that. But that's how it started. And then fast forward to quarantine, I always made excuses like I don't have time. All we had is time, right? So in 2020. So I just swiped my credit card and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this stuff. I'm gonna do it again. And I actually did it. So I started off with lip glosses again. And so everything locked down March 2020. And before that, I worked at a nightclub. I was like a hostess, like whatever. And I would put glitter, the same glitter I bought in 2018 on my body because it's a nightclub, you know, whatever. And every single woman that came in, they're like, oh my God, what do you have on your body? It looks so nice. So I was like, okay, I have these lip glosses. What can I do to like incorporate this like body glow thing, right? So I was like, I'll just make body butter and put shimmer in it. Because when I did people's makeup as well, it's like their face was so beautifully done. And then it was just like their chest or like their arms. Right. So to kind of like finish the look, I would like put sunscreen or like baby oil on their body to give them like a glow, and then put some shimmer or glitter on it. So I was like, I'll just make one product that's like going to help your skin. That's going to be like nourishing for your skin, but also like makes you feel glam, I guess.
So you don't sound like the person who is out there looking at the back of makeup or skincare products and what is in there so I could get it in mind. You sound like you get influenced by certain situations. For example, you being in the nightclub and people impressed with what you're doing. So how tell us more about the process of creating, like what ingredients you chose and why in at least, let's say, 1 or 2 of your products.
Right. So DFB, every single product is inspired by Dominica in like one way or the other. So like, for example, the body butters have 4 different like natural butters and 3 different oils. They have coffee butter. My favorite coffee in the world is Dominican coffee. I don't know about y'all. There's avocado oil. Sorry?
I don't think I've ever had Dominican coffee. Really? I didn't drink coffee when I was in Dominica.
It's expensive, but it's worth it. Like it's actually really, really good. So I have coffee butter in it, and I also have avocado oil. And avocado oil is like that one ingredient that I use in everything, because the biggest avocados I've seen out in Dominica, and no avocado tastes as good as a Dominica avocado to me. And so that kind of thing. So, and then also I have like a coffee body scrub, which again for the coffee, that's grown in Dominica. I'm looking at everything now, that's why. And like a lot of the names, so like for example, I have one body butter that's called Hidden, because Dominica is often referred to as like a hidden gem. One is called Coconut Beach, because one of the more popular beaches in Dominica, that kind of thing.
Wow. Yeah. So you're really inspired by Dominica, which is pretty good.
Yeah, everything. Even like the name of the body butters, for example, they are called Doux, which is just like I know it's not patois, but you know, Creole, French, whatever. meaning soft or sweet, whatever it is. So in everything, I try to incorporate some kind of, Dominican culture in it.
So I mean, you said when COVID came about, all you had was time. And that's a familiar that's something that's very familiar to many people, right? I mean, so how was
time?
Indeed. I was telling Dylan that when we did the audio video thing. But how do you see the business growing, right? So now we kind of, I guess, coming out of COVID, right? And you said you kind of started with COVID, but first of all, how was your growth with, during COVID, right? Because I heard about your products, and those things are the things that I would use, but I heard quite a few people spoke very well of your products, and so now we're coming out of COVID. In terms of marketing, in terms of supply chain issues, in terms of getting the stuff that you need to produce your products, how has that been, and how do you kind of see that going forward?
Well, during COVID, I was very surprised because I'm sure y'all know that like a lot of people started buying way more online during COVID because we couldn't go anywhere. And I remember on my launch day, I sold out, and I wasn't expecting to sell out. I made like more than enough that I thought so that I wouldn't sell out, and I still did. And that's
how did you push that though for your launch day?
You know what? I just put an Instagram post. Obviously there was like a lot of behind the scenes, like I had a whole photo shoot and whatever. And I was really learning as I went along the way, to be honest. But I just made like this really cool video saying, hey, I'm doing this. I had like a lot of my friends be the models and stuff. I posted that. I was like, launch date is June 19th, I think it was. And I gathered a lot of emails for email marketing. And so all the people who signed up for my mailing list, I sent them an email and I was like, hey, like, thanks for signing up. Here's early access to the website so you can shop a day before everybody else. So that way if something sells out, like, you have yours already, so you're good. And that I just wanted to give people like a feeling of exclusiveness now. So, and that really worked well because I got to see a lot of the problems that I had with my website that I didn't know I had, which saved me a lot of money in the long run. Because I still had to, like, for example, I had a lot of issues with the shipping because shipping from Canada is very expensive, especially like then with COVID, it was even more expensive and like longer wait times. So I paid out of pocket for like those, I don't know, I think it was maybe like first 20 people versus like the next like 50 people that ordered on launch day. So that was like a good way that I pushed it. But yeah, honestly, just Instagram, social media marketing. I didn't do any paid adverts for like the first, I think 6 months, I want to say. Yeah.
And you're the only person working on all this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I have like my boyfriend helps me, my friends help me. I got a lot of help from Daniel for the website too, because I'm powered by Shopify. So he helped me quite a bit. But yeah, for the most part, I'm doing everything, making the products. I do everything by hand, fill everything by hand. So buying everything, making everything, accountant, photographer, social media marketer, like I'm everything.
Wow.
You need an employee? But I want to work from home.
Honestly, hopefully in the future, I really want to like grow the FP as much as I can. So it's something I see in the future.
So how do you stay ahead of the latest trends? For example, you have Rihanna. Every day you're seeing a new product of Rihanna, and to a certain extent, all these big brands are somewhat you're competing against them for for your customers' money. So how do you stay ahead of those those new releases and new trends by those bigger companies?
Yeah, it's so funny you say Fenty because every time she releases something, I was like, I was gonna release that. No, if I release it, it looks like I'm copying her, right? But
well, don't hesitate anymore.
No, I'm not.
Release it.
No, I'm not. No, trust me. But like I mentioned, I work at Sephora, which is really cool because that is obviously like the biggest beauty department store, I guess, in North America. So I see a lot of the trends happening, just going to work. So like a lot of brands started coming out with body highlights and body glows, which I guess kind of inspired me to have mine, but not really. But I can kind of see like the shopping trends and buying trends. Also just like in social media as well. They really like, it really is easy just to see what's going on. I also use Google Trends quite a bit to see what people are searching for, when they're searching for it, that kind of thing.
What do you think sets you apart from those brands such as Fenty and all those big brands? Why should I spend my money with you instead of them? That's an interview question.
There's a face, right? there's a face to it. So yeah, it's my name, but there's also like, you see me, I'm telling you, I'm making everything. Like, I made this like a week ago. Like, it's handmade, it's good ingredients. Everything I have.
Can you open it?
I can, yeah. So this one is actually a new one I added. It's a body scrub, and this one is called Warm Sun. So it matches the body buds I had, which is like the core, like the first one I released last year, which is actually the best seller.
Wow. So I'm always on TikTok as well.
Oh yeah, TikTok's the goat.
And I saw this video of this girl, in tears, walking through the aisle of some store that she always used to go to, and her product is now being sold by that store. I don't think it was anything beauty related, but it's something that, and so you work in Sephora. I'm pretty sure your coworkers know what you do, and maybe one of your boss is there the thought of you one day coming to the store
100%.
and seeing your stuff being sold?
Yeah, that's the goal. Hopefully soon. Sephora, with this whole like Black Lives Matter movement and stuff last year, they promised to have 15% of their shelf space to be Black or person of color owned, which they actually have. And like, as I said, like I work there, so I see them actually like bringing in all these new brands. And they have this thing called Sephora Accelerate, which is pretty much like a business incubator for small businesses. And last year and this year, it's like a 6-month fast track program. Last year and this year, they were both focused on like Black and people of color. So maybe I can take part in that one day. I think it's only for America though, sadly. But yeah, no, definitely. Like I really want to do that. I've actually like done a little bit of research and seen what it would take to get my brand in like a major retailer. But I think I have to like hold my brakes a little bit, to be honest.
Wow.
Hey man, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
We have a question from one of the viewers here. So as a makeup artist, what do you think is the most important quality to have?
In terms of
as a makeup artist, I'm assuming maybe like do you have to have like a crazy imagination? You're trying to help people come up with, I guess interesting ways.
Not really. I think you just have to be open to what the person wants. Because like if somebody just wants something natural, you cannot go and give them like a big smoky eye with a wing liner. Like you just have to be like, you have to listen to what they want and just like execute that, which can be hard because a lot of makeup artists have their own style of doing makeup and like their signature look, which I've experienced is like sometimes it's the complete opposite of what the person asked for. So it's kind of like getting out of your comfort zone and like practicing a lot of different makeup styles and things like that to be able to give your client what they want.
So it's less of using your imagination and more of creating your client's imagination.
Yeah, but it depends on what it is, because like you could be on set of a movie or like a TV show or something where like you have to be super creative. But if you're just doing somebody's makeup for their wedding,
right.
like, yeah, you have to kind of give them what they want. So it's just kind of like learning when you can do that. It's like there's a time and place for everything.
I'm just gonna read out a comment there. I'm not gonna call the person's name, but the person said she did my makeup when she first started and gave me a nice straight nose. Now I always ask for more to ensure I get a straight nose.
Inspiring straight noses out here, boy.
I can call the person name. That was from Ghana. You got
Oh
another river.
boy, yes. Oh my God. I will say anybody's makeup I've done 2013 and prior, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
You putting your disclaimer out there, right?
Well, apparently it counted with Vegana because she loved it.
I'm happy she liked it. It was maybe good for the times, but now like I look back on pictures and I'm like, oh my God, like what was I thinking?
Well,
What do
like
you
you said,
say?
it was good for the time.
It was good for the time, yeah.
What do you say? What is the biggest challenge you have as a young woman running a business? What's the biggest challenge you face?
Having to keep up with everything, I would say, because like I mentioned, I'm doing everything myself, mostly everything myself. Like I do have a lot of help from like my friends and my boyfriend and so, but it's like you have to make sure you post on Instagram every day. You have to like make sure you're taking care of yourself, still making money, making sure you're not spending money you don't have. It's just like it can become overwhelming, but once you're organized, then everything's okay. But sometimes I'm not so organized, I will say that. And that's when I become a little bit overwhelmed. But other than that, I would just say, yeah, it's just like it's a lot sometimes.
Cool.
Have you been asked to make special order items?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like I don't mind as long as I have as long as I have the things to make it, I'll do it.
Cool. So you say you make these things by hand, you mix it.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a mistake? Let's say you were trying to go for something and
Yeah.
what was it like? Was it a mistake that you liked? Because with creating stuff, okay, this is not exactly what I wanted, but this is. Have you ever made a mistake?
All the time. Like I made a mistake recently. Actually, I had my first pop-up because now things are open now again. And I was like trying to prepare as much as I could because I wanted to make sure I had enough for the pop-up plus like my regular stock. And you would think all body butters like melt at the same pace, but they really don't. All butters, I should say. So like for example, I have shea butter and coffee butter, but shea butter melts much quicker than coffee butter, right? They have different melting points. So, and with shea butter especially, when it starts to cool, like if it cools too fast, if it's already mixed in with the coffee butter, it'll become grainy. So because they have different melting points and different cooling points, which like you would never think of, right? Because like who thinks of that? So that happened to me. The first time it happened to me, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I had to like Google whatever. So it's like it's very time consuming when you make a mistake because you can just melt it again, but then you have to wait another like whole day for it to cool down in the fridge, and then you have to like pipe everything because I use like those frosting bags that bakers use.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't have a filling machine because I don't think I need one yet. So hand piping everything, and then sometimes I'm just like, are people even gonna notice this mistake? And I'll just like go ahead and like fill everything. And then I go to bed and I'm like, no, like I can't put out something that's not perfect to me. So I go back, I scoop everything out of the jar, put it back to melt, and then start the process all over again.
All over again. Wow.
Yeah. Which like it's time it's not hard. Like sometimes it's hard, but like it's not like hard. It's just very time consuming.
But I mean, I'm sure that has to be challenging. It's not like this is the only thing you're doing. So how do you balance that? How do you balance having a job and running your own business?
Well, I like to do things at night, so
So you doesn't sleep?
No, not really. It's only recently, like now that I figured out like my whole system that I can be like, okay, I know how long this is gonna take me, so I might leave it for when I know I have the time for it, and I can actually go to sleep. But when I first started, I was like up until like 2, 3 in the morning whipping butters, making sure everything was good. And at the time, I had a handheld mixer mixing like a bowl this big of body butter. So it just took very long. I was like standing there watching TV, mixing this butter at like 2 in the morning. But now I have 2 mixers, two standing mixers, which makes everything a lot easier.
Cool.
Yeah. But it just goes back to being organized again with your time. Like on my day off and stuff, I always make sure I do what I need to do for DFB related.
So you make this, you operate out of Canada, and then you are creating a product inspired by Dominica. So pretty sure there's people back home who who would be interested in you. How do you get it to them? I know you said you ship, but how is it? Are you at that point where you feel like you can have somebody make it in Dominica so it's there, or is everything shipped from Canada?
Right now, everything is shipped from Canada. A couple months ago, I sent down like a bunch of stuff for people to be able to buy on island. But as of right now, I'm still making everything in Canada just because I buy all the ingredients from Canada. So to have that sent to Dominica would be much more expensive. And I really don't want the cost to be like super like over the top.
Right.
You know how like taxes and duties and all that work. So, but I did open a WeForward account. So if anybody wants to order to Dominica and they don't have a box, then they can always use the one that I have. It's on the website and everything. So it's easy to use. And then you just pay, WeForward when it reaches to Dominica.
And your website is, we haven't touched that yet, but your
It's
website is
DaelenFadellBeauty.com.
DaelenFadellBeauty.com. That's DaelenFadelle. Oh man, that's long. DaelenFadellBeauty.com. So we're gonna post that. We're gonna post that in the chat. We want you guys to check it out. We want you guys to check out the merchandise. All right. I'm on the website now, looking at some of these.
He said
I said that on purpose. I seen some deep exfoliating coffee scrub. What do I do with that? When I bathe,
It's so like you use it for your body. I wouldn't use it on my face. I know I have one customer specifically. She loves using it on her face, but I think it's a bit too abrasive because the skin on your face is much more, I guess, fragile than the skin on your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's a body exfoliator. So yeah, you just use it in the shower. Really, really nice. It's one of my best sellers. It is my bestseller actually. Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know if it's with exfoliating, but it definitely grabbed my eyes, Papa. Yeah, so, man. So go ahead, Habby.
Hold on. So men, because you're speaking to two men and we're talking about beauty, and it's something that we tend to think that's not for us and whatnot.
Right,
so what do you have for men?
So, well, my main products are body butters. And I do have 2 of them. Well, actually now more. I have about 3 or 4, depending on your personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
I have a body butter. Let me actually grab it. I have this one called Him, which it just smells like a really nice cologne. And the nice thing about the body butters is that they're very multi-use products. So they're all clean, vegan. There's no wet chemicals or anything in it. So you can use it in your beard, in your hair, like as a hair oil or beard oil, hand.
Stop.
In my beard, boy. Bring me up.
No, but like I mentioned, the ingredients in here though, like it's really beneficial to like every single part of your body, head to toe. So I mean, with this, you could really use it for like a multitude of things. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get one of them with I need a beard oil. But let me ask you, it's gonna sound like it's gonna come like a weird question, but what is a body butter? Because I have no idea what that is.
So unlike lotions and creams, they have water in them, right? So like distilled water, whatever it is. With a body butter, it's just natural butters or oils. So it's a lot more fatty, concentrated. Like there's a lot more fatty, like the product is just fat, you know. So a lot more moisturized into your skin, and it locks moisture into your skin more, which is really beneficial for people with like super dry skin, eczema, psoriasis, or like if you get really dry during like the colder months. It's just like a nicer way to kind of hydrate your body and to actually get all the benefits of it, because like again, you're using natural oils, natural butter, so it's just more beneficial to your skin rather than spending it on water.
That's interesting because I struggle to find a good lotion, because I think I use Aveeno for a while and some other stuff, but I feel like Aveeno was literally water. Like I would put it on my skin, and by the time I walk out, it's like my hands are back dry. Yeah. And I found I think the Gold Bond one, that was like maybe the best one I found. That,
Yeah,
that was
that one is
thick,
nice.
right?
Mhm.
So like it, that was really good, kept my hand moisturized. This guy at work, every time before I leave the office, I have to go outside. I always put a little lotion on my hand, and he say, "Oh boy, you little metrosexual guy. I don't know why you guys always have." But so let's do a little. We want to do a little rapid questions with you. Some random rapid questions. It might be related to beauty. It might not.
Okay.
So
Can
we
I
want to
pass?
see. Can you pass? If you pass, you have to drink. You have to drink.
No problem.
No, I don't think anything that's too crazy. So you would have to pass. So, what is your number one recommended show to watch?
Ooh, Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know I like you. Game of Thrones.
Not the last season.
Well, last season was crap. but the rest of it was good.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Recommended podcast.
Do you effing mind? I don't
Oh,
swear in case my parents are watching. I'm not gonna swear.
heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daelen just told me about it 2 days ago. So I actually started following it. I was listening to one of the episodes this morning.
It's cool, right?
Yeah. It's pretty good. Okay, what is your favorite makeup brand?
Damn. There's so many. I would maybe say Laura Mercier.
The French. That's a French thing, man.
I think
I
it's
never heard that
American,
before.
actually. I honestly, I don't even know. I would maybe say between NAS, which is a French brand, and Laura Mercier. Fenty is up there too, but
Okay.
I would say NAS.
This one is like very random, but very Dominican. Not too sure how those two get together, but anyways, let's go. Avocado or mango?
Oh no.
You can't pick that one.
I would say avocado. Avocado, because you can have it breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, you can have it never, like me. I don't need that.
You don't like
I don't know. I tried it a couple of times and I don't know, man. I don't know.
I love avocado.
So that mad fella, man. I'm too mixed up.
But imagine, fun fact, I never knew what avocado was before I came to America. My whole life in Dominica, I know it as pear.
Well, I think we all can say that though to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's pear and zabuka, you know.
Zabuka, yeah. All right. So, as somebody that's Dominican and loves the Dominican roots, Carnival or Independence?
Independence. I would say
Independence.
No.
I had to think. I would say Independence because it's longer. It's like a longer period. It's like all of October, basically, and then like that of November.
But you do Carnival, right?
Yeah. I haven't been to Dominica Carnival since 2013.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
2013, yeah.
So that brings us to the next question. We mightn't get that. Costume ban or t-shirt ban?
Costume
ban.
Well, you have to think about it. I like the makeup, right?
So, yeah. Makes sense. That's consistent.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a question. We have one from one of our viewers. Fenty or Kylie Cosmetics?
Fenty.
Oh, if you answer that different, end the talk there.
Yeah, I'll just finish it. Wrap. Bye. Okay, so I think
we have one more. One more. Yeah, no, that's not really like a rapid. It's more of like a little chance for Daelen to market her products a little bit more. 3 products of yours that's a must. That's a must have.
In case somebody is new to your product.
Okay. Well, I would say any of the body butters, they're all the same ingredients, just different scents, with the exception of the 2 shimmer ones, which is Warm Sun and Coconut Beach. Warm Sun is the best seller. So I would maybe say Warm Sun because it's a vanilla scent. So people tend to like that a little bit more. I would maybe say the the coffee scrub, because that one has papaya and so pawpaw enzymes and pineapple enzymes, which is like a chemical exfoliant. So it helps not only to like physically take off dead skin, but also chemically too. So let's say if you have any dark spots on your skin, it's gonna help with that as well. And this is actually like a newer product, but it's shower steamers. So I have them packaged like this. And so the name is Hot Spring. So again, inspired by Dominica with the name. These are similar to bath bombs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
I've heard about them.
Yeah, so bath bombs would put them in their bathtub, they'd fill up their tub with water, pour it in, whatever. But this one is for showers. I don't have a bathtub, or I didn't when I made these. And so you kind of put them on the floor of your shower, and the steam would kind of melt these slowly, and it's kind of like an aromatherapy experience. So the benefits of aromatherapy is like stress relief, better sleep, muscle and joint pain, that kind of thing. And I can actually say this one, especially the eucalyptus and mint, helps with headaches and stress. So highly recommend those 3 products.
Nice. We have a request for you though.
Okay.
One of the viewers wants a mango butter.
Well, there's mango butter in all the body butters. But if you need a mango scent, I can do that.
All right. So
actually, Warm Sun is a vanilla mango scent.
Warm Sun.
If you want pure mango, send me a DM or an email or whatever on my website, and I can make it for them.
All right. So since you talk about the DM and the email and all that, give us all of that information. So everybody asking for it.
My Instagram and website is the same thing, Daelen Fadelle Beauty, either .com or @Daelen Fadelle Beauty. My email is DFB, so the acronym, @DaelenFadellBeauty.com. Yeah, that's it. Instagram and website is the same thing. Makes it very easy.
Nice. So we have. Go ahead, Andy.
You have something for our viewers currently.
That's what I was just gonna say there.
I do. Right. So the biggest discount I've ever given is 25%. So that's for my viewers here on TIng. The discount code, you can use it from today till the end of the month. 25%, and it's just TIng.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. So
actually, I'm surprised I didn't tell you all about. I'm feeling a little bit generous. So there's a new product I am launching. It's a facial oil. As you can see, this is just my testers. I have them all bottled and everything, no label or whatever. But the first, let's say 3 people to order, they'll get this for free. This is cannabis oil, I should say hemp oil, avocado oil, but infused with sorrel. So again, very much inspired by Dominica. Sorrel has a lot of benefits for the skin. There's a lot of vitamin A in it. So it's gonna help with cell turnover, which just makes your skin look a lot better and new, I guess.
All right,
guys, I hope you hear this. Run to the website, the first 3 people. And I hope one of them 3 people is somebody I know.
That's a very expensive oil, I'm not gonna lie. So.
And the website was just pinned in the Facebook chat. It's www.daelenfadellbeauty.com, DaelenFadellEBeauty.com.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
And
guys, when you guys order your stuff, just add something in the cart for your boy there, all right?
What's the discount code doing?
The discount code is TIng.
All right.
Yes,
the first 3 people is gonna get an unreleased product. And what's that again?
So this is a first for TIng, and we have to say, and we definitely appreciate it.
No problem.
We definitely appreciate it. And we wish, we hope that, all the guests on here, all the viewers, patronize. I think a lot of people are interested in your body butters and them kind of thing. And I myself will be procuring some as well.
Yeah, I need to get something for my face and for my beard,
Yo, my boy,
I guess I should say the butters are multi-use. So like, for example, I know a lot of people like to do hot oil treatments in their hair. They can just take some of the product, put it in the microwave, and then put it in their hair. Everyone have like a hot oil treatment. Everything again is natural, vegan, cruelty-free, ethically sourced, so you can't really feel guilty. So
good. All right, guys. So if you guys didn't catch that, Daelen's offering her the biggest discount that she's ever offered, which is 25%. The code is TalkTheTing. If you go to DaelenFadelleBeauty.com and you could source your stuff. Well, tonight your website might crash again. Are you ready for that?
All right,
Yeah, man. So
order.
And it's free shipping for orders over $100.
oh, we more my lips choppy, man. Somebody say my order in. I wonder oil. Do it
Yeah,
add a lip gloss for you. Boy, what is this? Like, hey, let me make sure my lips not choppy on the thing. I'm going out there. Boy.
Yeah, but don't worry, man. I need to get something for my beard. I don't know if I'll, get a little something, make that shine a little bit.
Daelen, you have anything that can help grow beard now? For some fellas?
Yeah.
I'm a couple partners, just me doing it.
Again, I'm gonna say the body butters because they still have a lot of benefits to your hair as well as your skin. So my boyfriend uses it and actually does help condition it.
I don't want to grow beard now. I just want my beard to shine. Free me up, please.
To shine.
I don't want to grow beard.
So I some glitter.
Just that little thing there. Just that. That thing on my face, that's not for me.
Boy,
So I'll get what I need to get to just make their shine a little bit and thing. Free me up. I don't want to grow beard. But yeah, so before we leave, we tend to not just want to come here and show somebody off, but we want to inspire as well. And as a young Dominican lady who decided to follow her dream, something that she wanted to do, create something for herself, of herself, what would you say to this young lady or young guy out there who has an idea and kind of struggling as to how to make it a reality?
Maybe just do whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe do the research on it, but still do it. Even if it takes you 2 years plus, like it took me, still do it. Do as much research as you can on it. Don't think that the what I want to say, the section that you're in is like oversaturated or anything, because
The market, yep.
not the market is oversaturated, because it's not. There's always somebody, or there's always something that you can offer that somebody else isn't.
Right.
Just do it no matter what. Just stick to whatever idea that you had, do your research, and just stay true to yourself, and don't try to copy other people. Try to make it as unique as you can to yourself.
Okay. So you
That's
heard
good
it,
advice.
guys.
That's good advice. That's good advice. So guys, we at TalkTheTing as well have a discount code that we're offering tonight. 20%. No, that's not 25%. Because we're not big like Daelen yet. 20%, but we'll be offering 20% on our website, talktheting.com. You could source any merchandise from there. As you guys could see, I have the hoodie on. We have some sweaters. Hardly went through the whole list of items that we have.
Yep.
I have to say, the stuff is very good. Shout out to our designer for this design. It's really, really unique and really pops out. So that's Crystal D'Souza. Very, very good job on this. So I have to give you the shout out. And the discount code we're offering today is TDTDFB. You know what that means? TDTDFB. And we're offering that up until the end of the month as well. So you guys could check out all of that stuff, right? Remember, the end of the month, we have November coming up. That is Dominica Independence, November 3rd and all them kind of thing there. Mm-hmm. So we're going to post that in the chat as well. And we would like you guys to support, Daelen. And again, share the live, share the YouTube. This interview will be on YouTube. I should say discussion rather. Will be on YouTube. It was live on Facebook as well. So if you guys want to go back and check it out, or you guys want to, look at it again, see if there's any gems in there or any information that you want to listen to again or you missed, you guys could check it out on our YouTube page. Stay tuned for our next guest in 2 weeks. We'll be coming out with another guest in 2 weeks. And we want to thank Daelen for agreeing to come on the show.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
First DFB interview.
Indeed. And I hope when you make it big like Fenty, we can have you back on TalkTheTing again.
Of course, anytime.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
For those of you on here watching right now, you know winter coming. Those of you up here, and some of all your skin does be dry. Okay, so here's the solution. DaelenFadelleBeauty.com. And for those of all you always complaining it's too cold up here, here's the solution again. www.talktheting.com. Get all your sweaters, your hoodies for the winter season. All right, leggings. You know, those of all you
Socks.
always breaking all your phone. Or you always breaking all your phone. Your phone
we have a thermos cup, and honestly, that thing keeps my coffee hot for hours.
I'm gonna get that one.
Yes. So you guys could check it out. All right, guys. So thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We want to thank you guys again, and we hope to see you guys in 2 weeks. We'll be having another interview. I keep saying interview. I don't like that word. Discussions, right? With another guest. All right, guys. So everybody, have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you soon.